Did you see Gordon Ryan and Pat Downey last night?
No, I didn't get to watch it. I don't have any of
I
that
didn't
fucking...
watch it either, but
Okay.
I saw the stuff on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was hilarious. That's funny.
Dude, that's Gordon. I feel like he's just the biggest troll ever.
Definitely the biggest troll.
Ever.
Definitely played Pat Downey a little bit, played with him. But, you know, it's the same way for Pat Downey. Pat teched him in like 20 seconds in wrestling. But it's funny because I guess they did ADCC grappling rule set before, and Pat Downey started tapping to a fucking power half.
Yeah.
What?
He said his shoulder was hurt.
And then continues to wrestle.
Right.
Okay.
And then he got on Instagram, was talking about how he's not going to jeopardize his Olympics for that match. So he would rather tap. He felt like his shoulder was hurt, and that was it.
I totally get that, except you tap to a non-submission. You tap to a wrestling move, which you wouldn't have tapped in wrestling. I don't know what you would have done. I have an idea what he would have done because it's wrestling. I like Pat Downey, but it's one of those ones where every single time it comes to that moment where it's like to make the Olympic team, he loses to David Taylor. Or now Jaden Cox is... Well, no, Jaden Cox went up, but it's one of those ones where he's there, but he's not there. And Gordon Ryan's there for the jiu-jitsu portion, so...
Fully there.
But
you can't expect that man to be as good as Gordon Ryan in
fuck
jiu-jitsu.
no. Fuck no.
It's not even close.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Not even close. They're light years apart.
The games are totally different. So
Totally
in a
different.
sense, you respect Pat for doing what he does, but Gordon calls it. He knows what he's doing. He's literally playing with these people.
And it's true. If he wanted to sub him quick, he could have subbed Pat whenever he wanted. Like, that's not the problem. Him subbing
Not
Pat's
even.
not a problem. But, yeah, that UFC last night was nuts. Megan Anderson with the KO. She flatlined
Damn,
that
she
chick.
fought last night?
Yeah,
I
she
see, that sucks.
flatlined
Damn.
her, bro.
Really?
Yeah, one punch right down the pipe, landed it. I think she went to go and ground and pounded to finish, but the ref called it. It was like, yeah, that was good. Homegirl wasn't trying to... She was trying to defend, but wasn't really trying to defend. That was it.
That's fire. I've always liked Megan, even though she got her ass kicked the first time I really watched her.
Well, the
She came over
post-fights...
from
Invicta.
Invicta.
Well, the post-fight, that's exactly what they were talking about. It's like, Megan came in from Invicta, having all of this, this hype behind her and all of this, I'm spacing out on the word. Or not even criteria,
Well,
but
just her
expectation.
length and,
She had so much
everything.
expectation that, it's one of those ones that just started to crumble and nothing was really seeming to fully work together 100% of the time, but it seems like it's now starting to click for her. She's looking good, so
I guess that's to be expected, though. You come into the UFC, I don't care that you're in Invicta. You're talking about the UFC.
well, Invicta is owned by UFC.
I mean, I know they are, but when you talk best MMA,
Yeah, you're right.
talking UFC.
Yeah, that's
So
so
you're
true.
just like,
UFC is king.
And who'd she go against in the first fight?
Yeah.
She,
Well, her and Felicia Spencer, the only ones that are on winning streaks at 145, so we'll see. Amanda Nunes is about either one, so we'll see.
it's crazy when you talk about it, and then you're like,
We'll see.
they're so good, but wait, they still have to fight Amanda. So,
And we know how good Amanda is. But we've seen some holes in Amanda's game. Amanda's lost. Everyone's human, so it's one of those. Hold on.
Ghosty. Technical dog difficulties, but, he wants to be a part of the cast. We got to get his own camera, get him a mic. He's very talkative.
When your dog makes so much noise,
I mean, hey,
just chilling.
he wants attention, dog. You're podcasting, he wants some love.
Yeah, he gets too much love already.
Yeah, well,
Literally.
never enough for your guy.
But yeah, still that light heavyweight bout with Kulaba. Holy shit, dude. I'm still so pissed about that. I cannot believe they called that fight.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it.
We were talking about it today at the gym after practice about some of those fights, but that was kind of the biggest one everyone was upset about. We wanted to see what was actually going to happen and go down, but the it is what it is. You can't be giving the ref this impression that you're knocked out on your feet like that, where he's wanting to call it. But I think it was even or Anthony Smith that was talking about it. He was like, it don't even matter if you think he's out or not on his feet. He's still swinging. He's still fighting. Like, that's what they do. He never even went down. Like, he never got dropped. Like, nothing happened.
Wait,
and you still called it.
Too? Can't the ref call a time?
Only time if it's within the rules of, like, getting hit below the belt or a mouthpiece falling out or getting poked in the eye or a doctor stoppage. But because he stopped it right there in the middle of them standing.
So even if he looks dizzy, he can't time and just say
nope.
He wants to check him?
Nope. Because it's kind of the thing with boxing, with that 8 count, getting knocked down, coming back up, and just that constant, you keep getting hit, the accumulation of still getting punched in the face and the head, getting dropped, coming back up, getting dropped, getting back up. When you're already in a traumatic event, your brain's already under attack, and it's got potential swelling. That's why a lot of boxers die, where even though UFC or MMA, it looks a little bit more brutal, where they'll still attack them even on the ground, or if they get dropped or something, or they get knocked out, they'll still take like one more hit. That's still a lot better than taking an extra 100, 200.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, playing possum has been a thing for a long time. Just like. That is.
Well, that's so true, because I remember literally there was a guy that literally played possum. He got tagged and then literally acted like he got tagged. Dude ran right in on him. Nope, I'm good.
Just
popped
drilled
him and knocked him the fuck out. He flatlined him after that. So it's one of those, like, so what about that? So you're just going to call this one where even everyone outside of it watching could tell he was kind of faking. He was shaking himself.
And homeboy that played possum was like curled over against the ropes. Or if you're talking about the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about one in boxing, and the dude was like curled over in the ropes, acting like he was hurt, and the man came down and
I have no idea.
Cracked him.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's multiple cases of that.
I mean, that's a big thing though in boxing, is playing off the fence. Yeah. Roy Jones, that was something he always did. He would back himself right up and just pop you.
But just to act hurt, so you just come in with your hands down, and then you just get drilled.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see Gordon and Mikey. Like, if it was in a gi, all right, Mikey may have a shot.
Yeah, and then you're just giving it to him from skill to just power
and he'll beat him. And if he wins, it'll be by points. He's not subbing Gordon.
That's hard,
but
though.
If we're looking at what Gordon does, come on. No gi, submission only, with leg locks, heel hooks.
Gordon trains the gi, though. Like, I get it. He's not known for the gi. But he does train in the gi from time to time.
Yeah, he still trains in the gi.
He's not an idiot when it comes to it, But he would probably just play a lot of smash pass in sub you, instead of playing like lapels or, any of that spiders, any of that. He's just going to try to pass and
just get to the back and choke.
Well, he has no need to play that.
Well, that's what he did with IBJJF no gi. I mean, he can still do the rule set. I still think he would smash him even in the rule set. It's one of those ones where Mikey is literally just 100% gi for the most part, and Gordon's like pretty much 100% no gi. And based on what they practice and do, I'm not saying the Berimbolo cannot be done in no gi, but it's not nearly as effective because you don't have as much leverage or grips and control. It's totally different. You can turn into a crab ride or turn into a scramble, or enter like a matrix type of deal, but it's not one of those ones that is going to really favor Mikey going into a no-gi match with Gordon. Now with like ADCC trials coming up, we might see Mikey and Nikki. That might be something.
Right.
That might be something for sure.
Nikki's okay, because
Nikki Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I thought you were talking about
Nicky Rod? Nah,
I'm like,
you'd have to chop off. You have to chop off a leg for him, but yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. They could see each other if he right? Because
Yeah,
there's no.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Mikey's in my weight class,
Uh
so
oh. You got a
ADCC's
long time to
coming.
go, my
Yeah, dude,
guy.
Mikey will fuck me
Could you
up.
imagine? But you'll be there. You
I
know.
will be there. I doubt I'll compete
How
against him due to the bracket in general. I
and
don't
due
think I'm going
to
to get as far into it, but I mean, it's trials, and there's many trials, and
and
this
he's
is
black
just the
belt,
first one for me. This isn't the first one for any of them.
right?
And so,
And he's black belt, so it's gonna be like you got to get there first, and then you'd be, because that's different. IBJJF is they have the black belt division.
yeah,
So
ADCC is open. It doesn't
yeah,
matter what you are. And again, this comes back to what you train.
because it's no gi, right?
We train leg locks, double inside, heel hooks. I grew up wrestling, so and it's different doing all that and going no gi versus doing IBJJF. We're not doing
100%.
jujitsu. We're grappling.
Yes.
We're doing submission grappling. We're submission wrestling. So it's a little bit different. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm so pumped for it. I'm so ready to go in November to go up to New Jersey and do it.
That's cool.
But yeah, we had practice today. Practice was cool. Boa pretty much just warmed up with a little conditioning. So I asked him. I was the first one there, and I started laughing. He's like, "Anyone else coming?" I'm like, "I saw Tyler pull in, but we it's not by accident why we grind, why we win, because we're always here. We're
real.
training."
For
So
real.
and then I get out of the bathroom from changing, and then everyone came in. So thank God. But I asked Bo, I'm like, what do you have planned today? He's like, oh, I'm gonna do some top half guard stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. Gator told me you're gonna do some conditioning. He just heard conditioning, and that was enough for him to sayonara, bro. Peace.
I'm like, yo, it's Sunday.
Peace.
If I would have known it was like maybe like 10, 15 minutes of conditioning, like he just wanted to kind of warm up, but he didn't sound like warm up.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he sounded like, yeah, we're gonna do some conditioning, some strength, and I'm like, all right, I'm staying home. Just that's all it was.
Yeah, we
I'm like,
warmed up with it. We got some top half guard drilling in, and then we rolled a little bit. Nothing crazy.
fire.
And then just chilled, talked, and left.
That sounds nice. Like yesterday was great. Loved it. I love open mat.
Yeah,
I love
yesterday
those
was
days.
fun.
Fun days.
Some good rolls.
Boa had me in that. Like I've never had it done to me. He did it to me twice. He like put his back on me inside and wrapped his arm around my neck, and then behind my legs, and then just like folded
Yep.
me into a chair.
It's fucking stupid.
Bro,
It's
I didn't
stupid.
even know it was coming. I thought he was just playing with me for a
Stupid,
second,
no.
and all of a sudden I'm like, all right, dude.
We have one more week of training.
That's right. This Saturday is coming up, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Orlando, and
At this point, it's got to be just fun. You just know you're going to compete.
I'm gonna be competing against a kid I already beat.
Oh, so there's only one kid in your bracket?
There's in no gi just him, and then in gi it's him and some other kid.
So one match and two matches.
Yeah.
Damn.
So maybe 3. Maybe they'll merge a division. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want more.
Isn't Captain
me
competing
more.
this Saturday too?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Captain is the big boys, the heavyweights,
Mm-hmm.
white belts. Like literally, so Alex's weight class, like 10 plus people in it. Weight class above him, 10 plus people in it. So if he
Damn.
doesn't make weight, they bump him up. It's full bracket.
I mean, he's gonna get that work. He's gonna.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
that's a lot of rolls.
It's a lot of rolls. That's how you can look at it. It's just a lot of rolls.
But hey, you got to just keep winning. Make that road that much easier on yourself.
Yeah, just take them out
Yes.
one by one. But yeah, one more week of practice. I know Professor's ready to get back at it. That's what Alma's been saying.
Dude.
Everyone's been just getting hit, dropping like flies with whatever's been going around.
I went to dap up Rudy and he just gave me knuckles. He's like, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Mary Ann's still sick.
been-
Like
just
I even
been
have
a
clients
rotation,
sick.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's the weather, dude. We've had some cold weather off and on. I think it just happens. It starts going around.
Yeah. Hashtag coronavirus.
Uh-oh. I haven't
Yeah.
had a corona since.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people haven't. I definitely have, so I may be sick.
I literally seen the meme that said, sales that went down just because everyone feels like they'll get coronavirus from the
Fucking
corona.
stupid. I really hope it's a
Stupid.
meme. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised though
Sales plummeted.
if that was the case, because people are just that stupid. So
Facts.
they really
Or
are.
they're in their head, they're like, I'm just not even going to take that risk.
Yeah, they're just dumb. I mean, it's pretty evident. I see people driving every day, no blinker.
Did you see the case where the dog had the coronavirus?
No, I did not.
Yeah, so he tested positive for coronavirus.
Damn.
A dog. That's wild.
Yeah, the conspiracy is that in Wuhan, that's the largest biochemical like warfare facility type of deal, biological chemical weapons things that they got going on over there, and they were testing it, and so supposedly they tested it on animals, and they're supposed to burn the animals and get rid of them. Well, I guess they gave it to the people. They just got rid of it and sold it to the market or
What?
something, and so it was in the animals that people are buying and eating, and now it's out.
So literally almost like what was it? It was trying to think of the poison way back, and it came over via the rats.
The Black Plague.
The Black Plague.
Yes, sir.
And it came over via the rats,
Hmm.
and no one could figure out why or like what was causing it.
Well, so this wasn't specifically from the animals. It was given to the animals in a lab, but
Right.
the animals weren't disposed of properly, and they got out, and yeah, now everything's going fucked.
That's wild to think about.
Super wild to think about. Fucking China. Gotta love them. Gotta love China.
Gotta love their products. Cheap manufacturing.
Yeah, pretty much. Good manufacturing. Yeah, gotta love it. But next week we have Adesanya and Romero.
I can't wait for that.
We got some fights going down.
I cannot wait for that,
We got
buddy.
some fights. That's gonna be real. And then
God, that came
Wei
really
Li
quickly,
Zhang.
didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Zhang Wei Li, Wei Li Zhang
Strawweight Queen? Strawweight Queen?
against
The Boogie?
Joanna. Joanna, the Boogie Woman.
The Boogie Woman?
Yeah, that's gonna be legit.
I'm the real strawweight
boy.
queen, she
That's gonna
says.
be legit.
Bro,
I'm pumped. I'm ready to see it.
because I was a fan of her before Thug Rose, but now I'm like, I ride Thug Rose. Like, if they fight again, it's just going to happen again. Thug Rose will get the belt back after she beats Andrade 2. Can't wait for that one. But
Jessica Andrade's something else, man.
Dude.
She's a gangster. She's got a lot of power, but that's the thing is she wants to take a hit to give a hit, and
Yeah.
that's a problem. You know,
especially with someone
it's
like,
not technical. I can't believe you went though without me.
it wasn't, so it was planned, but then I was thinking to myself, well, Trevor's not going to go work out Saturday morning and then turn right around and go into open mat. So I'm like, and I think he trains Saturday morning, so I'm not even going to hit him up. But then I got there and I'm like, this would be so much funner if my man was here. Because they have everything, bro. I'm talking
It looks like it.
everything.
Well, remember, that's the gym I was telling you about a long time
Well,
ago. I'm like, if
now
there's
I
any
know,
gym I'm
and
going
I
to go
know.
to, that's the gym I want to go
That's
to.
what I would go to, too.
And, well, now that you've been there, fuck yeah.
100%. It's 24/7. Matt, the owner, real fucking cool.
Yeah,
Super cool guy. He knows Pete
Dave's.
as well. So
Yeah.
the one that just worked for us.
Oh, Pete Pemberton?
Yeah. The one that worked with us. So he knows him. Real nice, bro. They have all hammer strength equipment, and then they all have full Nautilus equipment.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So both full equipment, full cardio, the big rig racks, Olympic squat platforms, 2 of them or 3 of them. Bro, they have it. Everything
what's
you
up.
need is in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And it's right around the corner from the gym, too.
I was in paradise, dude.
Yeah, dude, I fucking believe you. I was totally jealous. Especially that you went with Nick and Jake.
Mm-hmm.
I was super jealous. I was
We
like,
got after
fuck,
some
the
deadlifts,
boys.
you know? We could have used you. I spread some knowledge, We were
I believe
getting
it.
it in.
I believe it. I believe it. It's
It was
all
a
good.
sesh.
Now,
but-
maybe next time.
Dude.
There's always next time.
I was trying to help him out because I don't remember powerlifting. I mean, I do, but homies, we warmed up 135 and then we went they were right to 185 and then right to 225 and then 275. I'm like, all right, we be jumping.
I would
I'm
totally
like-
do that if my fingers and my hand on my left hand weren't all fucked up.
Hell no, I'm
Because that's what fucked me. That's what's got me now. I got some cauliflower knuckles and I can't hold shit anymore the same.
I
So
literally told him, I'm like, I know y'all be lifting like this, but your boy,
We don't
Does
lift
not.
like that.
Does not
Hey,
lift like that.
if
So
I catch in some arm bars or triangles, it's a little bit different.
yeah,
But yeah,
I'm like,
deadlifting, all that good jazz.
I'm
No,
trying
I
to
still try
get
to.
rid
But
of some. I'm trying to get like I don't want to be as bulky. Like, I want to be strong. We know that. So like, but being as bulky and
yeah,
not as limber. So I try to stay away from, getting into eating a lot of food, pulling some weight.
too
That's not
much.
my cup
Yeah.
of tea right now.
Well, yeah, that's how it happens. Eating more and lifting heavy.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Yeah, I definitely want to go. I definitely want to go probably sometime next week or something after
dude.
this weekend for sure. Because again, Orlando with the tournament and
Hmm.
everything, and then Saturday night, dude, I can't wait. But
That's gonna be fun.
after for sure, and whenever they want, I definitely want them to come in. Whenever they want, that'll be sweet.
So Jake's been talking about coming for a while. Every time we hang out, he always has questions and like
Does
videos
he?
he was
That's
showing
dope.
me. Yeah, he's
I know
definitely
he's busy.
yeah
I
he
know
is
he's super
busy,
busy, but I get
and
it.
like he's in bed by 8:30 because he's
He's
usually up by
up
like
early.
4.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't really fare well with him
hmm
in that sense. Is he need to be in bed by the time we're
Yeah.
ending practice?
I mean, he could always do like gi 3 times a week. Do like an hour, get out of there.
And I
Cause
told him there's morning classes coming,
yeah,
so
that too.
he'll have the ability that if he could work his schedule
hmm
to get in there in the
Plus
morning.
weekends.
Right, plus weekends.
I think another thing a lot of people don't take into account is like an example for myself. I like to train and do it 7 days a week, 6, 7 days a week. That's not a normal hobbyist. That's not what a normal hobbyist for jiu-jitsu
Usually
does.
it's like 3-4 hours
Yeah,
a week.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
3, 4 days a week for a normal person, just casually going, maybe not even. That's kind of just how it is. But for myself, like I want to go every single day. I want to go many hours a day,
Hmm.
twice a day. So it's like things like that. It's like don't let that comparison persuade what your perception is because I'm obsessed. I'm
So
a drug addict for jiu-jitsu.
I try to tell him the same thing because he was talking about like, oh, you must be like, like, well, how did he word it? He was like, there's a lot of anxiety going into that place because it's like a bunch of like killers in a sense. Like everyone knows how. Like, and I do tell him like we do have killers, and I like, and I tell him I'm like, dude, it's not even like that.
I felt that same
It's
exact way. And
and
it's
I tell
crazy
him
to
that
think that everyone has that intimidation type of feeling.
that anxiety it
Exactly.
builds
It's
up.
all it
And
is there. I remember when I was 16 getting into the gym and everything, getting into just working out, I definitely felt intimidated. I was a little skinny fuck. So going into a gym, I thought everyone was yoked up and was going to be looking at me weird and realized that no one looks that shit. No one cares.
No one
So
cares
it's
at
kind of
all.
that same thing with jiu-jitsu or martial arts. That was the thing I had to understand is martial arts is a very big group-based setting. Like I didn't really feel that way when I got into wrestling, but for some reason I felt that way going outwards into like an MMA or into a jiu-jitsu gym. But
Yeah, but
once I
also,
was there, it was cool.
and you're doing wrestling in high school where you're like, they're yelling at you and like disciplining you. Usually, like, you walk into like mastermind, Professor J's not yelling at you.
Nah.
Everyone in there is family. He's
Mhm.
talking to you, directly or to the class. Like he's talking to you. There's no yelling.
And it's
Even like when you see the kids like do stuff
yeah,
during class.
yeah, you're right.
He's just like, come on, guys, can't be doing
Yeah.
that. Like, there's no yelling.
They know he's serious though. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
exactly.
He doesn't
They
have to.
respect
He
him.
doesn't have to be or intimidate. Like like
He's
it's just there.
respected.
Yeah, exactly. But like for like someone that's new or like if Jake tries it or Nick tries it and they don't want to get beat up per se, they don't want to have like something super super competitive, which I totally get at first. Like you want to learn what's going on, understand what's happening.
Yes.
That like you kind of know who's a competitive role in there or not, or who's going to be a harder role, who's going to bring it to you or not, but no one's there intentionally there to hurt you. It's one of those ones where we're all there learning. That's why we all show up. That's why we all say thank you. But it's one of those ones where you see it, you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone shows up pretty much every day, and it's only grown more and more for those people every single day because we have that camaraderie and group setting. And that's what I think a lot of people come there for. And that's why I even think like our women's portion has grown a lot. Like we have a lot more girls in the school now than we have ever before. And
I
Alma
think it's
doesn't.
really cool.
I do too. And Alma was even saying she doesn't want to have a girls or women's class. She wants the girls and women with the guys because that's what's going to show them and really build them and make real jiu-jitsu happen.
100%.
It's very realistic.
It's good to learn to roll with a female as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
You know, like, don't get me wrong. Like, you roll with someone like Layla and Rachel and Destiny and all them. Like, they bring it to you. They're not just a girl. Like, or Alma, too. I'm sorry. I don't even know how I forgot Alma. But, like, they bring it to you,
They
buddy.
bring
Like,
it.
they are ready.
They're coming.
They're so scrappy. Like, it's just, it's insane.
You know that if you get your name called by someone like that,
Uh-huh.
like, it's go time. Like, they're bringing it. And you just got to be prepared. And I think that's the thing a lot of people learn when they do this stuff is to get humble and be very humble about that. But that's the whole thing, you know, with a martial art, especially like jiu-jitsu. It's very realistic. And that's what I like what George St. Pierre was just saying in a podcast. It's like you can hit someone and knock them out, but that can happen to anyone and anything. Anything can hit you and knock you out.
Yes.
But to force someone into submission, to show them who the daddy is, and to make them quit and say uncle to you because you're about to fuck them up, come on.
Yes.
There's nothing more than that. When you make a grown-ass man quit, that's some serious power right there.
That lets you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because, so a couple weeks back, me and Jake were talking about him being interested, and he's like, no, you know, I think I could do it. Like, I've been watching clips and stuff like that, and this, that, and the other, and we were hanging out this past weekend. We were talking again, and he's like, dude, it's like, I don't realize how much work you guys put in when I say, like, hey, I could just go do this. He's like, I'm like, nah, I get it. Like, you can do it. Like, I know you can do it, but he's like, nah, like, people should respect, like, what you guys do. It's not really that easy.
Definitely tell Jake whenever he wants. He can definitely come. Definitely get it in. He's more than welcome, for sure.
100%.
Anyone definitely can. It's one of those ones you got to believe in it, you know.
And that's what, and I was more or less getting to the point where he talks about, like, you know, like, actually doing it and talking about it being different things, like,
Taking
like
action.
Saying you can do it.
Taking
and then
action.
Going to do it. You know, like, well, he's been on that David Goggins kick.
Yes, sir.
He literally has, like,
Yes,
that's what we
sir.
can talk about a lot
Yep.
of it. And, like, he is on that.
That's what's up.
So, exactly, that's what's up. And he's, like, you know, like, not making excuses and, like, actually doing it instead of just saying, like, oh, I could
Own up
do
to it. Hold accountability for yourself.
Exactly.
Take action.
Take
and that's the
action.
whole point that I'm trying to bring to a lot of people now. And that's what I'm going to start video and vlogging to help people as well. Is because it's like, this is exactly what I tell my clients. Because this is exactly what it comes down to. It's fucking taking action. I don't complain if I don't get results or if I don't get something. Because guess what? It's all down to me.
Right.
So it's
I
one of
hold
those
everything.
Exactly. And it's just like you, just like him. And it's so true. And it's so real. Taking action. For sure. So, but we've been having a lot of technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Hence why this one's going to be a little bit shorter. But it's getting late. We got a big week going. Good week of training. Competition next
Monday
week.
morning.
Yoel Adesanya next week.
Early predictions?
Stylebender and
predictions?
JJ.
Yeah.
I might be a little biased, but that's where I'm going.
No, I had to go Stylebender. That's my
Stylebender
guy.
knockout.
That's my guy. Stylebender knockout. And
That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I think Weili Zhang. So that's what we'll be different on that one.
All right.
I think Weili Zhang. She takes care of the Boogie Woman.
All right. Well, Boogie Woman's coming.
Is she?
She's coming.
Is she really though?
I think so.
She might stay under the bed again.
I don't know. I do know what is coming. Some monster mash, bitch. Some monster mash, boy.
GGs.
Let's get some.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Peace.